Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is Sonali from It Starts at Home, and I hope everybody is doing good and everybody is keeping themselves healthy. Guys, if you're looking for fun, engaging and interactive activities to do with your kids in the house with the stuff available at home, then this is the right space for you. All you have to do is just press that bell icon and hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, so what's the video all about today? A couple of weeks back, I had mentioned in my community post that I would be doing a creative writing competition. But before we get going, a lot of people had asked me, like, can you tell the process of how to write? And in this video I would be telling you a lot of great points that I follow with Vivan, and we have been doing the same process and it really works out over and over again. But before we get started with the points, there's one thing really important about creative writing, or if I say writing essays, or how to write a story, how to write a paragraph in different ways, or how to do journal writing. They're all different words but doing the same concept. I would request you to get a notebook which is dedicatedly for only writing. Either you're writing essays, paragraphs, stories, letters, whatever, but just make one notebook. I have one notebook which I bought for Vivan in kindergarten, and we still have the same notebook, so you can imagine how much have we been writing. But it's a very thick book that I got, and definitely the book has some space for the drawing, because I think that's a really great element. And it is proven for us over and over again that every time Vivan opens that book, the first thing he does is he does the drawing so that he gets his ideas all sorted. I'm just saying that to have the notebook because you can go back and forth on your ideas. You can go through the progress of the child, and definitely all the ideas that we are going to build up are going to be accumulated in this one notebook. All right, so get one notebook, write the name, write the year, grade and everything, and you are set. Okay, so creative writing is not a very difficult thing to do, or writing essays or paragraph. It's just about getting into that frame of mind when you see the topic. How do you take it forward from there? Okay, so I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to show you or tell you a couple of steps that we're going to do, and once we do that, we move to part 2 of the video. Okay, and this video has been divided into 3 parts: part 1, part 2 and part 3, which in the coming week and the next week it would be finished, because I'm going to focus on like finishing the creative writing video. So make sure when you're watching this video you take some points, or make sure your kids are taking some points too. Step number 1 is search for an idea. Okay, when I say search for an idea, you would be like, what should I search for? Okay, let me give you a hint. Search could be a shiny one, it could be a plain one, it could be you could write about anything that you like maybe a starfish. Maybe you like, if you have a soft toy, or if you like starfish as one of the animals, you can write about that. How about if you write about a game that you have in the house? You can definitely do that. You can write about airplanes, you can write about seahorses, space, or maybe a keychain that you love. How about a book that you're very fond of, like something that you really look forward to doing over and over again, and you can definitely write on that. Or something that really scares you and you're really afraid of that, you can write that. And you know what, guys, make sure that all these ideas that you're getting, make a list of all these things. It's not that we're going to be writing today, it's a process. So all these ideas that we're going to be generating after looking at this video, we're going to be jotting down all these points. Okay, so it could be horses, seaplanes, aeroplane, game like starfish. It could be Lego if you want to do, like, if you like something. It could be a owly unicorn if you like that. I like it. Okay, so it could be anything. It could be about your school, could be your library, aquarium. It could be seahorses, giant spiders. It could be like anything. And you might write about something you know really well. Okay, that's a very important point, because this is the first step that we are doing. So when we are looking for ideas, we're going to make sure that we are only writing about the stuff that we know. Okay, something that you really attach to, maybe some of the games that I've showed you, or maybe Pikachu, or what else do I have? Maybe a biscuit that you like. It could be anything, like just make sure that you keep writing, like rubber band, or maybe TV, one of the series that you watch, one of the games that you watch, maybe a park that you visit with your parents, a restaurant, maybe a meal that you really like. Okay, could be anything. So make sure that you are writing number 1, number 2, and you keep writing all these points. Okay, or search a topic you would like to learn. Okay, so one is that you really know about something really well, and the second is that you wish to learn. So that's the second point. So like if you've been already doing creative writing for a time, then this is the time when you can push yourself and you can see, okay, I want to learn more about seahorses. So let's write seahorses in the list that I want to learn. So this is like, I already know about it. This is your list, and this is I want to learn. And then you're writing seahorses. You're writing ships, you're writing bridges, you're writing maybe David Attenborough, you're writing about Mahatma Gandhi, you're writing about Taj Mahal, you're writing about SpaceX, like all these ideas. I'm telling you, these idea generation is the very important step, because you have to be in your comfort. The child needs to be in their comfort zone to understand what do they like, okay? What makes them happy every time they see, what makes them talk about. Like you might be seeing your kids talking about a particular topic. That's the topic they would love to write about. So my step 1 was definitely that. And don't worry if all your ideas are not shiny and they're not amazing. Sometimes you have to just collect a lot of ideas, a lot of points, just to figure out what is the best one for you to write. All right, so that was step number 1. All right, now step number 2. Step number 2 is, once you have a great idea, okay, all that list that you created, make sure that you take time. There's no rush. Step number 2 is, once you have your idea, choose a setting, like choose a background around it. So if you choose a starfish, you need aquarium or you need a sea setting around it. Only you can decide when and where your story will take place. So starfish, aquarium, definitely. Okay, how about if I have a game? Okay, so if you're writing about this game, you definitely need a gaming center, or maybe setting of your own room where you're sitting and you're playing like that's the setting, that's the background. So now the background helps you to understand and frame more lines around it. So like I'm gonna give you an example. Maybe a painting or a drawing that you made, and you can create it into a museum, and you can see there are so many pieces that are involved. You can show benches around it, you can show a plan card where the details about the artist is written, and you can show kids and parents like standing around and walking. So you have so many points that you're generating with that one idea of your drawing. The same thing with the aquarium. Like if you're showing aquarium, or if you're showing underwater, you can show coral reef, you can show other kinds of animals. You can showcase how the water is so blue. Why do we talk about starfish? So all those elements are gonna come out of the setting that you choose for the topic that you decide. Okay, so like if you choose about your favorite cookie, like this is Vivan's favorite biscuit, and I generally keep it next to his bed so that if he's hungry or if he wants to do something, he can do that. But this also comes as an inspiration for him, right? So he can talk about how he likes it, why does he like it, what about the taste of the biscuit, the packaging he can talk about. Definitely we make a pudding out of this biscuit, he can talk about that. So it totally depends upon the settings that you want to create, looking at the topic that you already have. All right, so guys, the 2 things that you have to make sure that you're going to do after watching this video is, the first one is choose an idea, okay, and make sure that you have the laundry list. You keep writing all those points that you really want to know about creative writing and you want to write about. And the second thing is choose your settings. So like if you have the topics, okay, so these are the topics and these are the settings. So make sure your topics are done. Pick up the topic that you want to write first, okay, and then choose the setting around it. When I say choose the setting, write that I should have kept Vivan's book. Okay, so make sure that you have that topic onto a fresh page, and you do a drawing in that bubble, and make sure that you have a lot of details. Try and mark, try and color if you want to, okay, and that's how we stop. So guys, make sure that you watch Wednesday's video, because I'm going to be doing part 2 in my next video, and I can't wait to get this thing started. If you have any questions, do let me know. I will also be giving on request the topics for writing that I have inculcated, or I have like been storing for Vivaan for quite some time, that we use for story writing or building when he says he doesn't know what's the, like he doesn't have any idea what to write about. So I have that list. In case if anybody wants that, please request me and let me know. And do leave a comment and make sure that you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Alright guys, see you next time.